guys, welcome back to my show. I know it's been a really long time since my last episode. My last episode was 3 weeks ago, I believe, and it's been really busy over here on my side, so that's hence I didn't make an episode for a few weeks. Anyways, I'm back. In today's episode we'll be talking about the common themes or common types of things in fantasy books and how you can break them. Now, it's also been a long time since I've done a book talk, so I decided that maybe I could do a book talk on this amazing book by Shawn called The Unforgettable Logan Foster. So we'll be doing that later on. So, okay, let's begin. So actually, there are many like literary devices or many kinds of things which are there in the fantasy book world that is really common, like for example good versus evil and all those kind of things. Now by that there's also the chosen one, like there's like a chosen person as a hero. They do not have, they are kind of, think of it as Harry Potter, in that he was the chosen one, he was invited to Hogwarts, and then all of that stuff. Now, if you have not read Harry Potter, then I may have accidentally spoiled the book for you, but don't worry, I just did one thing. You can still read it. It's an amazing book. So that's one of the fantasy tropes. Now, there's actually one way, multiple ways actually, you can change this trope. Instead of maybe making the chosen one an orphan, you could maybe give them both parents, or maybe chosen one, instead of making chosen one like literally like making it chosen one by being like you're chosen to do complete this task by this time or whatever, you can maybe make it chosen one as in they're chosen to do, have been chosen to like accept something. Maybe they're chosen to accept a new position at the new I don't know, the new bank or the new agency, fantasy book agency. I don't know, I'm just giving like examples here and there. So maybe it could be something like that, accepting a position, or it could be the chosen one for inheriting some money or gold or gems or whatever. Because that way then you're breaking the stereotype, I mean not the stereotype, but like the common thing which happens where the chosen one is the person doing something, it's just a job. Defeat this person or defeat that, or remove this or restore world peace and all of that kind of stuff. That's some way you can break that kind of thing. Now another one would be maybe having your hero go on this quest, or been going on a quest where they find this old mentor, like the mentor is old. Now this is really common as well, because as you may have seen in, again I'm going to give you a Harry Potter example. Again, I may be spoiling this, so if you have not read Harry Potter, I would tell you to stay away from this episode and maybe move ahead a little to just jump straight into the book talk for Logan Foster. But feel free to stay in as well if you are fine with spoilers, but I'm just warning you again. Okay, so as I was saying, most of the time in most fantasy books they always like have like this old mentor guiding the main character on their quest or journey. And if you may have noticed that in Harry Potter there are many quiet characters who may not be mentors specifically, but they are these figures in Harry's life who help him, and they are all really old. Like for example, Hagrid could be one, Dumbledore could be one, Professor G could be one. I wouldn't really consider her to be that old, but I think the main one probably would be Dumbledore and Hagrid. They both are really like old. So I feel like maybe one way, this one has one main way actually, that you can use to break this common thing, which is maybe you could just like give them a common mentor. Maybe you just try making it someone younger. Maybe it could even be a child, who knows. You can make it a child, or you can make it an animal actually. Animal mentors are kind of something fun if you want to play with that, because in fantasy anything is possible, so you can do that. I feel like With your imagination, you can think of whatever you want. Maybe you can make an animal a mentor, or you can make a bird a mentor, or you could make um a person a mentor, a child a mentor, a baby a mentor, anyone. It could even be something, an object which suddenly talks or something like that. I mean, in fantasy, as I said earlier, anything is possible. You can make inanimate objects talk, or things which cannot talk, like animals. They talk in a way, but not exactly words, right? They are more of like whatever sound they make, they just talk that way, right? Still kind of understand them, but maybe you can make them actually talk like in human ways, right? And you can make them your mentor, whatever works. These are like some ways. Now of course there are many other like common things going on in here, in like the fantasy where like all of these are going on, but these are the main tropes I can think about, or tropes actually, and I should have used this word from the start. Tropes are basically these common conceptions or common things found in like fantasy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the trope perspective of fantasy. Now I'm going to be doing a book talk on the Unforgettable Logan Foster by Shawn Peters. This is an amazing book. I read it. It's amazing. I'm gonna give you like maybe like a synopsis on the back of the book. Okay. Another pulse of energy erupted out of him and rippled towards us. Margie swung me around and shielded me with her back just before the chairs and the wave of energy slammed us, pushing us airborne and out the doors of the theater. As we flew through the air, it felt like slow motion. Margie held me tightly. I almost couldn't breathe. I noticed that Margie's skin didn't look like skin at all. It looked like metal. Polished, silvery metal. Her whole body too, from her face to her hands, and as we were hurling towards the base of the concessions counter in the lobby, the last thing I was remembering was my foster parents are superheroes. That is a fact. Now I'm gonna leave you at that, and maybe you might be interested on continuing, maybe getting this book from the library, buying whatever you want to do, and read it. It's amazing. It's full of twists. And yeah. Now let me just do a quick author talk as well, maybe. Of actually, if you want, what I can do is I can give you maybe a longer one if you want. Okay. Logan Foster has pretty much given up on the idea of ever being adopted. It could have something to do with this awkward manner, or photographic memory, or his affection for recruiting curious facts. But whatever the cause, Logan and his prospective parents had never clicked. Then everything changes when Gil and Margie arrive. Although they aren't exactly perfect themselves, Jill has the funniest sense of humor, and Margie's cooking would send anyone running for the hills. They generally seem to care, but it doesn't take Logan long to notice some very odd things about them. They're out at all hours, they never seem to eat, and there's a part of the house that is protected by some pretty elaborate security. No matter what Logan could have imagined, nothing prepared him for the truth. His prospective parents are actually superheroes, and they're being hunted down by sinister forces. Logan's found himself caught in the middle of a massive battle, and the very fate of the world may hang in the balance. Will Logan find a way to save the day and his new family? This book is packed with superheroes, supervillains, and epic showdowns between good and evil. Debut author Shawn Peters shows that sometimes being a hero is just about being yourself. Now, I have given you guys two kinds of cliffhangers, both of the same book, obviously. Now it's up to you guys whether you want to read it. I would highly recommend this book, though. It's amazing, full of twists and turns, surprises, and it's like amazing. Of course, that's just my opinion. You have to read it to find out by yourself and to judge by yourself whether this book is actually as good as I'm describing it as. But again, it's up to you guys. Anyways, that's the end of the episode, guys. I hope you all enjoy, learned something new, use all of this information in your writing, and maybe have get a new reading recommendation from the book I just talked about. Okay, so happy reading, happy writing, have a great day, and I'll see you all next Sunday.